Hi, welcome to day two of me editing my portfolio. It takes time. So if you are working on your portfolio and it's taking a lot of time and effort, don't worry. I mean, it's a slow process. These are the things that you might not have an answer to when you start out. You might be stuck like I am right now on what to say about your achievements, how to highlight some things. But if you just think deep enough, you'll figure something out to showcase. It's really important for any recruiter or any visitor of a portfolio to see that you have made some achievements. It also shows confidence in yourself that you can identify your strengths and your weaknesses and you can work on them. It also shows you as a more goal oriented person, as a more productive person in general. So it's really important. So think enough. And if you feel like your project does not have achievements yet, or even in general, maybe you spent like 6 months on a project and you cannot highlight the achievements of the project, then I just don't think that's possible. I mean, there's a reason you spend so much time on it, right? So don't compare yourself to like someone else's portfolio that you might have seen. Maybe they had a super amazing set of achievements that, and when you compare yourself to that, you'll feel like you have nothing to show. But just showcase yourself and your project. Comparison is the thief of joy, as they say, and just focus on what you did. Your portfolio is about you marketing yourself. So just focus on yourself. Do not worry about what others have done or what you saw in some other portfolio. This is a personal project, so anyone viewing it in that context will understand it. But even so, I might think of something that's more important to recruiters, maybe some kind of technology, maybe some kind of analytics that I did on my website. So I'll just come back and change it. For now, like portfolio is your canvas and you can always redo, you can always delete stuff and add stuff. So there's no need to stop yourself from adding something right now and just changing it later on. After completing the entire page, I'll review it. I'll send it to two or three of my peers and request them to review it for me. Once they do it as well, they'll also find some pain points, and then that will be my second draft where I work on it and make it better. I'll save it. Don't forget to do that, especially if you're using some CMS platform like Squarespace or Wix. Editing software and everything can get too heavy on your laptop depending on your specs. So it has happened to me that I have had to redo huge sections of my portfolio because I didn't save and the tab just crashed, stopped responding, etc. Okay, so so this is something that I want to highlight. Um, all of my projects, even though they follow the same structure and design, such that there's a banner, there's the name, there's a summary, then I introduce the project in some way or form. I might or might not write the problem statement, and then I write about the responsibility and goals. And after that, it's just about the project and what happened in the project specifically. All my projects have some structure to them so that anyone who's visiting my website, especially recruiters, they can just go to the section that they want to see and it doesn't feel like a disjointed effort. But at the same time, it has been a really popular advice on LinkedIn and on other design communities that recruiters do not want to see a well furnished and polished portfolio in the sense that it kind of looks fake. What I mean by that is if you have 4 projects in your portfolio and all of them have this exact same structure, problem statement, low fidelity wireframes, high fidelity wireframes, prototypes, testing, feedback, result, etc., then it comes across as what's the word? Artificial. I mean, it is all artificial, but there's a natural state in which projects flow, and 4 different projects will not have the same flow. For example, my current internship at ARCC, I do not have a problem statement because it's not just one problem. I manage their website, I notice different problems, I solve them. So it's not one problem statement, it's different problems. So I do a problem, then a solution, then another problem. That's how I structure the project. For my Meteor Studio project, the Earth Operations Center, there was one problem statement, and then there was, I think, almost a year worth of effort behind the project, and a lot of things changed. Like the project lead changed, team changed, the goals changed a little. So that at first, my structure was low fidelity, medium, high, prototype, etc. for all the projects, but I changed it because that's how the project actually went. It showcases how you handle different things differently. Like if the organization changed or if the project lead changed, how did you handle it? How did you step up as the designer and laid down your boundaries and said that this is under my domain? You took responsibility, and also you shared responsibility with others when the burden increased. If all my projects look the same, it kind of makes me seem one dimensional and makes me come across as a designer who can only handle, or who can only handle any problem in only one specific way. Usually recruiters do not have a lot of time, in like 3 to 5 minutes, so I mean they won't go through your project anyways, but if they do, they do want to see the story behind the project, like how it came to be, and you have to be a good storyteller to do that. Okay. So yeah, this if you remember, this is the page that I copied from my other project, which is the Earth Operations Center. I duplicated this page because, as I said, the structure needs to be somewhat identical, but the story will change. So the previous project, I started with telling them how I even joined the organization that I worked for at my college or at my university, but here it'll be something different. So it'll just be an introduction. I also need to add a link to the website. I think I'll add it here. Yeah, so this will take them to the my actual project, or the actual website, which I have created. I am not adding the link right now. I'll do it later. For now, I'll just keep working on this page, which is now I want to tell them the purpose of what On the Ethics of Tech is all about. Yeah, okay. So this is the purpose statement, kind of, sort of. Can it be concise? Yeah. Do I want it to be concise? No. So for this website, I follow a specific color palette, not only in the website's own colors, but also the art that I post on the website, and also any media that I post regarding that website. So this image will not work because the colors I use are the grayscale and bright yellow, like this yellow. So these are the only two colors I use. So the image will have to have those colors. So I'll change it as well. I will remove this section completely, actually. Okay, so this is where the story of my project starts. So I hope you found this video helpful. I will have a playlist that goes from part 1 to part 3 or part 4. I don't know how long this is gonna be. But if this is where you want to stop, that's cool. I hope you learned something. I hope this video was helpful to show you how Squarespace works and how you can use those tools to your advantage, and if you would even like to use Squarespace for your portfolio or not. So thank you for watching. See you in the next one.